Welcome back. A new movie is stomping its way to the top of the box office and shattering records all the way.
Yeah, now our movie reviewer Matt Perrone explains if you should flock to take a prehistoric journey to Jurassic World.
Welcome to another Monday. We had a monster of an opening this weekend. I don't know if it was because of the heat in the air-conditioned theaters, but people had a voracious appetite to see this movie. Okay, I'll try and stop with the corny wordplay. I should be better than that. So without any further ado, here's my take on Jurassic World, the dinosaur reboot that emptied wallets and pocketbooks around the globe. Our movie begins 22 years after the events of the first. The Costa Rican island now has a fully functional dinosaur theme park as envisioned by the original creator. People flock by the masses to see the wonders and ride the rides. We see two adolescent brothers headed to the park to visit their aunt, who is one of the park's major behind-the-scenes players. We also meet Owen, an ex-Navy operative, now raptor trainer, played by Chris Pratt. After 10 years of being open, the park is constantly receiving pressure from the public to create bigger, faster, and scarier dinosaurs. The scientists behind the de-extinction began experimenting with creating new hybrid dinosaurs. Apparently, though, the lesson of the park's first attempt was not learned, since one of these hybrids decides to throw a wrench in the works and create a very bad day for anyone on the island. As the movie progresses, the action takes off. We see the park workers trying to contain a disaster that will dwarf that of the original park. Meanwhile, we see the brothers doing everything they can just to avoid being eaten after they stray from the path. We see a dinosaur suddenly realizing that she is top of the food chain and deciding to take full advantage of that fact. We also see Owen having to take matters into his own hands in order to try to prevent the impending disaster. All the while, just under the surface, we see a bit of a military conspiracy that may have played a hand in the ongoing crisis. Being a reboot, we get to experience everything on a grander scale, including more suspense, more dino terror, and of course, bigger and more elaborate dinosaur battles. Once it starts, the action never stops until either the threat is neutralized or no one is left on the island to be digested. All right, and Christy can attest to this. For the past few months, I have been saying that with this cast, this movie is going to have some very comedic elements. And indeed it does, but they balance out perfectly with the action, the terror, the suspense, and even the heartfelt moments. I can't lie, the way that they brought this franchise back exceeded even my highest expectations. It's hard for an action movie to hit all ranges of emotion, but this one pulls it off. You go from character annoyance to edge-of-your-seat suspense, even to welling up at one point in time. Chris Pratt has once again proved why he is Hollywood's new golden boy. He reminds me of Harrison Ford back in his heyday, able to enthrall you with action while at the same time perfectly balancing it out with his wit. The scenery is absolutely fantastic, and you find yourself actually wishing that this park existed so you can go visit it. At least until that first person gets eaten. Based on the numbers, a lot of people have gone to see this, but if you haven't yet, you have my full blessing. Action, suspense, comedy, and entertainment. Those four adjectives describe this movie to a T. Rex. Okay. That's the last one, I promise. This has been your Monday Movie Musing. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Matt. And Rochelle, you know Matt and I have been talking about this movie all morning and all week leading up to it. So I have to give him a thumbs up for that review, and I do agree. So if you haven't seen it, go see it.
Yeah, I'm going to head there soon.